when I was in Aberdeen, I got in one fight my last year.
Ooh.
And it was mostly because I was on a 12-game goalless streak, and I was like, I need to do something to help the team.
Welcome back to Pucks in Deep. This is episode number 76, believe it or not, and I am your co-host, Connor Thelman.
And I'm your other co-host, James Murray. Connor, we're getting gritty this week.
It doesn't get any grittier than Bendy.
It's just been a gritty week in general. We've had guest on guest on who we're trying to figure it out, but we had to go with the grittiest option, and that is Bendorf, Hobey candidate out of Mercyhurst. What do we got in the episode? What are we talking about?
Well, we're talking about, at one point he was on top. I think he was top 10 in points in all of college hockey because him and the Mercyhurst Lakers were an absolute wagon. I'm just going to say it. The refs probably blew a call in that Niagara series.
Yep.
We missed it, but it's because it got taken out of the tape.
Yeah.
That's what it was. But yeah, Bendy was a wagon last season, 11 goals for your Mercyhurst Lakers. We're talking about, what led to that? Was it Lazarus being out of the lineup? Was it your dad changing his Instagram bio to hockey and pizza? I don't know.
Yeah.
But something happened and it really, turned around that whole program, I think.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with you. And I don't know. The future is bright for Mercyhurst. I will say that now that Laz is out and Bendy has more experience as well as the rest of the team. But student section's back this year.
Yeah.
It's going to be bumping at Mercyhurst and just around campus, the vibe. I mean, it's just going to be all hockey, all mullet. I mean,
he did say he's bringing back the mullet for
playoffs.
We hope the stash,
holding him we hope the stash as well.
We didn't even mention the stash, but I think that goes without saying.
Yeah.
That's specifically why I shaved.
Yeah, you rocked
this.
it tonight. I mean,
I was hoping he would comment on it.
He didn't,
I think
but I'm here to say
that
that's a 10 out of 10 stash.
Thank you. Tell that to my girlfriend. She wasn't a fan.
So. Well, you know what? She's got to deal with it.
Yeah. So we got Bendy Fever here. You're going to want to listen to all that podcast. But first, we got a few things that happened this week. Not a lot, but number one.
A big thing, though.
Big thing. Do you want to kick it off? You seem excited.
I'm just pumped to hear the news about RMU.
RMU back.
Back.
Kind of.
I would say they're back. I would say that
Okay.
It sounds like they're for sure back. I mean...
For sure back.
I from what the tweets we saw today, I think so. Don't
True.
you?
I think so. They teamed up with the Pittsburgh Penguins. They're basically in agreement to raise funding for upwards of $7 million to keep their whole program afoot for the next couple seasons, because that's kind of what it was. But basically, the new lawyers that they hired, I think it was Jerry Keefe, if I remember that from last pod. Hopefully, that's the correct name. Just pulling that out of the hat here. But Jerry Keefe and his new lawyers came back and are like, you know what? We're gonna just take Dr. Howard to the curtains here. We're gonna, we're gonna rough him up a little bit.
Yep.
And he didn't want any of that smoke. And he's like, all right, we'll bring the teams back. So I mean, at this point, they've lost a lot of players, unfortunately. Like Lexi Templeman, who we interviewed, she's going to Ohio State. I keep seeing, even like today, there's players from the women's team transferring out, even with the good news. So they're gonna have to get a lot of recruits back.
Yeah, they are.
But it is good news.
Just to have the program back. I mean, it's a historic program.
And
they'll
in
get the
time,
recruits.
Unfortunately, the Atlantic schedule got released today. Obviously, no Robert Morris on there, so they're going to have a hell of a time getting a schedule for the season.
Just a hell of a time, yeah.
But Atlantic playoffs, Bendy said it in the interview. If you want to check it out, he said any team can win. So you just got to get there. You just got to get there.
Games and everything. They can make it work.
Yeah. So shout out to RMU. The Colonials officially back. We're just going to say it.
Yeah, we're going to say it.
All the way. So yeah, post coming on that. Also, news broke today. Kevan Miller, he's hanging them up, unfortunately. So RMU back.
Great career.
So one door closes, another opens, basically.
Yep.
So great career. Shout out to Kevan Miller. Played 7 seasons with the Boston Bruins. Former Vermont Catamount. Shout out Vermont. Yeah. Hook 'em. Is that what that is? I don't know.
No, but
Hook 'em Catamounts out here.
I will say, Vermont. A good week from Vermont. You celebrate his career, and then the guy wins the cup, and your guy might be coming on the podcast later. So
I think all great players of college hockey played in Vermont.
Did they win that vote?
I think
They're in the
fair.
student section vote. Yes, our student section vote. By the way, if you haven't tuned into that yet,
I think they did win.
We're doing a student section vote on our Instagram right now / and Twitter.
Yep.
But go vote for your school, obviously, as well as the other student sections.
A lot of people upset that their team isn't in it, and their team has a first round bye. So just chill out.
But then you got Bowling Green, which I will say, I'll speak on, a great student section building to play in, and they lost to Ferris State. Also electric and gritty, but Bowling Green got robbed there, and you got to vote. You got to vote, people. So tune into our student section tournaments going on for another week. So
I mean, shout out to all those 2006 Ferris State alums that just showed up in numbers, came to the polls, and let their voices be heard, because Bowling Green's had more fans for the last decade.
Yeah.
And Ferris State pulls the upset, so you never know what can happen.
And those fans may not remember that game that they got pictured in, but
yeah, I mean that picture I chose, I put that in there, so I kind of feel like the accomplice here. But
yeah, it is your fault.
They had no business winning.
But Bowling Green could have put it on their story too and said, "Hey, let's beat these guys. We're not losing to Ferris." But maybe they did.
I think their social media guy also transferred.
Damn.
Shots. Yeah, I don't know. CCHA just hates me probably, but yeah. So anything can happen. St. Thomas today getting ripped apart, but even they were kind of close out of the gates.
Yeah.
So make sure you're going to our Twitter and our Instagram story if you want to vote on that. And what's the last thing I got here? Oh, Tampa Bay, Sally. We kind of touched on it, but yeah. Shout out Ross Colton.
Yep.
Former college guy, just getting after it.
Shout out Ross. Congrats on the game-winning goal in Game 5 there and winning your team the cup. But yeah, how did the cup get dented? It had to have been Ross. Rookie dropped it.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think anybody's going to tell Kucherov what to do. Shout out Kucherov, doing what that's what the repair guys are for. Sometimes
they're without the cup for a week. Are they just going to go bar hopping throughout that whole week, waiting for the cup to get back? Are they taking a break?
Yeah, I think he tried the Tom Brady throwing it boat to boat, and it probably just didn't go so hot.
I mean, just texting Ross this week, it's been this guy's not coming out.
Yeah, I think they're still on a boat as we're speaking.
I would not. Yeah,
we're hoping that they get home safely. So shout out to all those Tampa Bay Lightning out there, all those former Catamounts. A lot of good college hockey news. I mean, schedules for the Atlantic got released today. I'm just thinking off the top of my head,
it's
all coming
it's
so
like Christmas
quick.
Almost.
It is.
Atlantic schedule gets released, and you're jumping for joy.
And it's so great because remember this time last season, we're all just thinking, are we going to play it all?
Yeah,
and then you're thinking maybe November, maybe December. I saw Mercyhurst versus Minnesota at Mariucci October 7th.
And you want to get those tickets right away.
Yeah, I mean, I was texting Laz, our Atlantic Insider, and I was like, get me through the door. What do I have to do?
But to pay for those tickets, what could we do?
I think we could probably make some money by, investing smartly with DraftKings. Is that?
That's a great call. Yeah, if you want to be one of the few to make it into Mariucci Arena of that first week in Mercyhurst to see Bendy get a hattie versus the Gophers here in Minnesota, download the DraftKings app. Now you know how to play. Download the DraftKings app and sign up using code THPN. New users will get a free entry with their first deposit. That's code THPN to get a free entry with their first deposit only at DraftKings.com. Figure it out, people. Get in the door. Fans are back.
Get into it. Bendy's putting up at least 6 in 2 games. Maybe it's all going to be. Hopefully, it's one that
study Bendy now because when he's in the show next year, 2 years from now, you're going to want to put him on DraftKings in your lineup.
You're going to want to say you're there, and he said he'd sell you with his phone number out of his glove. So
yeah, he did.
Try to get glass seats if you can. Mm-hmm. But yeah, great tip there, James. And now, Jonathan Bendorf. Welcome back to Pucks in Deep. And now we have a very special guest for you guys. That's right. We have the Hobey Baker favorite. I'll say it. And leading weapon for your Mercyhurst Lakers, now that Jonny Lazarus unfortunately retired and is in the booth.
Yep.
We have Jonathan Bendorf joining us. Jonathan, how are we?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, pumped to have you on here. Should we lead with just roasting Laz? I think that's kind of the best way to start.
We all get one shot, and we can go as far as we want to go with it, but you all get one shot, and that's it.
Okay.
You go first.
I'm going to start with, I heard he didn't show up today because you had more points than him your freshman season, despite playing in 10 less games. I think that's what I heard. What do you got?
I don't know if that's true or not, but
no, it is. We looked up the stats.
According to the stats on CHN, who knows if those are correct? But yeah, what do you got, James?
I just don't like the kid.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
It.
Fair.
Bendy. That's all I got to say.
Last one.
He's the worst. He's the biggest.
I got a last story I was thinking of. Just
let's go.
Kind of the way he would always, his girlfriend would come and visit, and the way he introduced his girlfriend to everyone, would he walk up to them and be like, "Hey, this is my girlfriend. Would you hook up with her?" And you'd be like,
straight up.
Yeah. And he'd be like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You can't hook up with my girlfriend. Or if you say no, then he's like, what, do you think she's unattractive? He puts you in the most uncomfortable situation, and it's hilarious.
You gotta hit him with a hard maybe.
Oh, when did he had his teeth knocked out then, right? I heard at who was telling us a story that he'd take his teeth out and put in people's drinks and then take it out and drink it.
Yeah, he does that. I think the year before I went to Mercyhurst, he lost his teeth.
Yeah.
On the side of the road.
Oh my!
Did he just chuck him?
It was it tweeted out if anybody finds him, please let me know. And he found them a week later, just in the grass.
Yeah, you probably put him right back in too, knowing I'm just like, hell yeah.
Laz is a character, man.
We're rocking.
We all got a shot in there. We all got a shot. I ended up getting one in.
He's gonna love this intro.
Yeah, so that's a great intro.
So that's our boy. I mean, he basically started up UMass's title run. Mercyhurst is following that here.
He really took credit for that UMass championship.
Yeah, he's riding it high.
He took full credit, yeah.
But now he's our Hockey East and Atlantic insider. And
Atlantic more so.
More so Atlantic. But speaking of the Atlantic and Mercyhurst, that's a smooth transition. You guys are opening up against Minnesota here on October 8th and 9th. But I guess first question, shot out of the cannon. Over under 6 points in that series for you. What are you thinking?
Did you say the coach?
Bro, that's tough. Put me on the spot like that.
Yeah, got to show confidence. That's what the coach is looking for.
See. Maybe I'll take the push, maybe.
Take the push.
Ooh. Don't push that way.
A push is never bad. Yeah, I mean, life's too short to bet the under. That's just a fact. So we're going to mash it over. Hopefully, maybe even come by the stew. I don't know if coach is going to allow that for a series of the season.
I would love to.
Yeah, you want to get a quick view of it? Here you go.
All the boys just make a pit stop.
Girl right there, but
yeah.
I don't know.
You guys need a Mercyhurst jersey.
Yeah, I don't see Mercyhurst anywhere in here.
I got one in my.
We got some pink wood up there. Oh yeah.
Ooh, you're just offering us.
Well,
is it a Laz?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he hasn't got his jersey yet. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I forgot about that.
We'll take that for the price of on a house.
Yeah.
No problem. I mean, didn't we reach out to Mercyhurst? I don't think we got any love.
We got stiffed. I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's tough to come by. Prestigious. We
just kind of like
that.
Laz got stiffed on his playing time. Same thing. Like we just got the shaft, and we haven't got a jersey yet. So
yeah, it's hard to go. But I mean,
do something about that.
We're just broke.
Yeah, you gotta go easy. We move past the shots. Let's get back to Bendy here. Yeah. What do you think? I mean, you saw the schedule come out, threw it on your story there. Like, what are you seeing? Reading that down, or what are you thinking? You're just like win, or what's going through your head?
Yeah, I'm definitely just I'm really excited for that first weekend against Minnesota. Obviously,
for sure.
Coming off the season that we had, the COVID season with like not being able to play in front of fans and stuff, it'll be really exciting to open up in a place like Mariucci. Like that's going to be unbelievable. And then following that up with Ohio State the next weekend, it's going to be a tough first 4 games, and hopefully we can get off the right track and make a run at the Atlantic Championship this year.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's a tough 1-2 punch with fans back in the building. Like, you guys didn't have any fans.
I did see the Gophers sold out already for the student section.
Yeah,
they're
going to be firing on all
cylinders. There's been fans for a
year.
year. All around college hockey, there's going to be more fans. But yeah, that's a great place. I mean, one of our very own, Jonny Lazarus, is the last time I bring him up, I swear.
I'm going to kill you.
But he did score at Mariucci. Has he given you any advice on what to do that?
True.
Yeah, he did score in Sherhorn. Never forget.
Yeah, I did. I remember seeing that goal. He posted it like earlier this year. He like retweeted it.
He's made us post it like 3 times. Yeah, it's out there. But yeah, I mean, he did just undress Shearhorn in front of every Gopher fan imaginable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, like, is he telling you what move you should be doing? Like your shootout go-to? Because they're going to be hacking
Sally go-to. I would just write your number on your hand and just put it right in the student section's glass. Because you're going to be getting 3 of them. There's odds are.
One.
Yeah. That's a good one. As long as it doesn't mark off.
He's like maybe. But like, yeah, because you guys, going back to my question before, so rudely interrupted.
Sorry.
You guys didn't play in front of like any fans? Because I know some, like the NCHC, depending on what pot, in Grand Forks they had fans. You guys didn't have any fans throughout your Atlantic playoffs or anything like that?
None of the teams we played in Atlantic were allowed to have fans. We started out in Bowling Green for weekend, and they had like, I think it was like 30% capacity. Yeah. So like, I mean, but those were the only fans we played in front of all year.
Decent.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's gonna
be other than our women's team coming to our playoff game.
There you go.
That's something. Yeah, I'm sure they're allowed, helping you guys out. But yeah, what about I mean, like, are you looking forward to revenge against Niagara on your schedule there? Obviously a tough playoff game there.
I mean, we had a pretty promising season going to playoffs this year. We thought we could make a little run, and they kind of spoiled that for us. So I think we're really excited to kind of get that rivalry back going this year. We've had some good games with them the past 2 years, and it's always fun to play those guys. So I'm excited to get out against them.
Let's go. What about, I mean, you guys had like a split pod, so maybe it was somebody in the Atlantic that you didn't get to play last year, but like, what's your favorite barn that you've got to play at in college hockey so far? Like, what are you looking forward to getting back to that barn?
I mean, we haven't probably in Atlantic. I love playing at RIT.
Oh yeah,
they got
the corner
really
crew.
Nice rink.
Shouts.
And it's just a freshman year. They got a decent amount of fans, so it was really fun playing there, and they have a good student section. And even last year, just even though there were no fans, like that, it's just a really nice barn to play in. And it's really easy to play in that rink. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
For sure. What about just news that broke today? Robert Morris officially, most likely coming back. They partnered with the Pittsburgh Penguins to start raising money. I think they're trying to get like $7 million to get back for the foreseeable future there. But what's your thoughts on them getting back into the Atlantic? Because at one point it seemed like they're going to be gone this season.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a good thing. I think shutting that program down was complete disaster. Should never have happened.
Yeah.
And college hockey's better with Robert Morris in there. And I'm very happy that they're doing whatever they can to keep the program alive, because we love playing against that team. They're like our closest rivals.
Yeah, for sure.
There have been since I've been there. So our games against them are always great and very high, fast paced and fun to play in. And they definitely deserve to have a team, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's a huge rivalry and keep growing now that it's coming back. And for men's and women's, they both got women's teams. So
get them back. Hopefully Chris Howard's gone. That's just all I'm going to say on that. But kind of going back to this season, just what I'm seeing in the camera right now, are we going to have the Letty back in full front, or are you going to cut it again and just piss everybody off?
Well, I usually get a cut right before I go to school and then just grow it out the whole year. So
okay, so
by the end of the season it should be flowing pretty nicely.
End of the season, okay. We'll take. I mean, like
middle end. My hair grows pretty fast, so.
Okay, because I don't know if you saw your Insta pictures back from the Aberdeen Wings. It was like you were the mascot, just wings coming full frontal. Can we get to that point at any time? Yeah, maybe. I mean, when we were making the playoff run for Aberdeen, we all got mullets, so that was a big thing. Maybe I'll bring that to Mercyhurst for playoffs this year. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, if you want to win, that's all I'm saying. I mean, speaking of the NAHL, we call ourselves the NAHL of podcasts, so. We're in pretty good company here, having somebody that's won the Robertson Cup. But just how heavy is that son of a? Because we got to know.
I almost fell over picking it up. That was my
beefy?
That was my one nightmare. I was like, please, just don't drop it, don't fall over.
Just a quick pick up and set right back down.
Yeah, just quick up, one kiss, back down, give it to the next guy.
That's fair. I mean, second question, we can cut this out. How much booze does it fit?
It's pretty big, so a decent amount. Yeah, I don't know the exact number. There's probably we were drinking out of it. It was
it's how many beers did I pour in that thing?
It could probably fit like six.
Six beers?
5 or 6.
Tall boys?
Not bad. Yeah, tall boys. All right. Yeah, see, these are the questions that people, they don't hear every day.
That's what they tune in for.
Yeah. That's what they want to see. And also I saw looking back to your juniors days, you played both in the NAHL and the U show. Compare and contrast those two leagues for our fans back home who have not, tuned into those or just stupid. How would you compare, how they each helped your game?
Yeah, I mean, both leagues have their positives. I mean, the NAHL is kind of a more rugged league, everyone's older, it's there's more hitting, it's more physical.
Pucks in deep.
USHL is a lot more fast paced and a lot more skilled. So playing in both those leagues kind of shaped my all around game and knowing how to play, because when you get to college hockey, there's teams that you're going to play that are really physical, and there's teams that you play that are really skilled, and you know how to play against both those teams. So I think playing in both those leagues definitely has helped me, round my game.
Good answer.
And now he's playing in the most gritty league there is.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're prepared now, and you got the skill. You've shown it. Obviously, successful seasons and in the past for you. But what do you most focus on this year? What do you want to improve on your game?
I just want to become more 200-foot player. I mean, last year I was kind of mostly offensive minded, but I want to start shaping my defensive game a little better and being able to be trusted in all 3 zones. That's kind of my main focus.
Okay, I like that. Well, one thing that we can help you out there. So I'm a stat sheet guy. I'm just going to get to it quick.
Breaking it out right now.
This is the one thing I'm going to hit you on. So you went from 18 blocks your freshman year, which, I mean, golf clap, that was nice, but to 6.
Actually, there's no way that's true.
18, according to the stat sheet guy.
His stats right now.
So yeah, so maybe not even 18. I don't know, or do you think more? Freshman year. So 18 freshman year to 6 last season. I mean, who the f*** do you think you are, Laz?
I think a big thing to do with that is I went from penalty killing freshman year to not penalty killing sophomore year.
Okay, yeah, that would help. That would do it. I mean, why you gotta.
You need to block more shots. Yeah,
that's all I needed to hear. Yeah, so we agree. Put that up top. 200-foot player.
You got an ECH shirt on the line.
Yeah, ECH athlete riding on the amount of blocks. If that goes over 10, we're just gonna throw you like.
Do you want to be an ECH athlete? Oh, can Mercyhurst do that? AIC said no.
AIC said no.
They said no to Barca. They didn't say no to us yet.
Yeah, I think that's still a no on us. But yeah, hot
seat. I would love to.
ECH athlete. Boom.
Boom. You see it right here. First one live. Okay, there we go.
We'll have our audio girl send you over something real soon.
Some paperwork.
Yeah.
You can sign it in crayon. Doesn't matter, but we'll get it done.
Sounds good.
As long as it gets back on our end. Laz is going to be pissed. We still haven't offered him.
So pissed, yeah.
But, he should understand.
I mean, he's not even going to tune in. He won't hear this because he'll tune out the first minute we just roast him.
Yeah, as soon as we're done talking about him, he's like, all right, I can get out of here.
He's like, okay, they're not talking about me anymore.
Yeah, I'm fine here. What about another thing that you can improve on your game, or I don't know, maybe be a downgrade? Explain your bow tie choice in your Mercyhurst profile photo.
Yes, good.
While
we're on it,
that was just I don't know. I was just feeling it.
You woke up feeling bow tie. No, I get you. I've been there.
Yeah, I woke up. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go with the bow tie today. Something different. Okay. Maybe someone scrolling through our roster.
It's gonna stand out.
It stands out a little bit.
Oh yeah, I mean when you're going to different schools, the girls are looking at the roster coming in. They see bow tie and you're in
for sure. Yeah, number 23. Yeah. It looks nice.
Keep an eye on that guy.
Not a bad combo. Okay, all right. Should we go to some of Laz's questions too?
Ooh,
I mean, we can save those for the end because they are kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one out of the gate.
I think we just stick on just Mercyhurst and just. Are we going into it?
Okay, we can go back.
I had one more. I just want to say, what's your favorite part of being on campus so far? With the boys, what's your favorite experience? Do you have a favorite memory?
I don't know. We've had a couple beach trips to like Erie, to Lake Erie. We go to this beach down there, and it's just a lot of fun to go out there with all the boys and just like have a time. That's kind of one of my probably biggest or favorite memories from being at Mercyhurst so far is those beach trips.
Was that what they did when you came on your official visit? Was it like Laz just came up to you with his girlfriend? That's what sold you?
I was there at there was 12 feet of snow when I went.
Oh, gritty.
Or not 12 feet, like a foot of snow, but there's a lot of snow.
You're all in. Because weren't you at one point you were committed to RPI, right?
Yeah.
What led your decision to go towards the Lakers and, join on what Lazarus was already building there at Mercyhurst?
I mean,
can't take the laugh anymore.
I said that straight face.
Come on, that's enough. Sorry.
But what was it that made you switch that decision?
I mean, I was committed to RPI at a really young age, and it just ended up not working out there. And then I started talking to other schools, and I visited Mercyhurst, and I just kind of instantly fell in love with it. I love the campus. It's a small campus, but it's really nice. And, all the guys kind of welcomed me in with open arms, even on my visit. And I just knew that it would be a good fit for me. So that was kind of what pushed me to make that decision.
Let's go. I mean, I love the rink from looking at it. When I made the infamous Bendy and NCAA cover, that was probably my favorite part, was just customizing the colors on the rinks. It looks sick. Describe that home atmosphere for you guys. Cause it is, every rink in the Atlantic is so much different. So describe, what a home game is.
How gritty
for you
does
guys.
it get?
Yeah.
Oh, it's very gritty. I mean, it's not anything to, brag about. It's small and it doesn't fit like a ton of people, but
it's got character.
Most of the people that come to our games are our peers.
Yeah.
Our kids we go to school, we go to class.
That's how it should be though.
it's just a lot of fun. It's good atmosphere to play in front of, people that you're going to see the next day, all over. Because you see everyone on our campus. It's tiny, and everybody knows everybody. So it's good atmosphere when we play in games in front of fans.
It must suck to have a bad game. Just knowing you got to go to class at all. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
You're dash 5. Like, I got to go to class now.
Or get scratched. And
you're sitting with them.
Oh, why didn't you play the other day?
Like, nah, I'm sick, man.
Pulled my hamstring.
That would be tough. Yeah, Laz had to deal with that a couple times. Okay, that was last one.
That's it.
Last one. I might even cut that out because I feel bad. I'll be honest. Another question we've asked pretty much every guest that we've had on.
Yeah.
And we're encouraging it. You can just sign your name next to this petition. Should fighting be allowed in college hockey? Yes or no? What are we feeling?
Ooh, I think it should be. There's definitely there's times. I'm not the fighter. Obviously, I want to be the fighter on our team, but
you gotta score. So.
There's definitely times where fighting, you kind of need that to either spark your team or somebody on the other team is, taking runs at guys and you got to put him in his place. So I definitely think it should be added.
Well, we're getting a lot of yeses on this podcast.
Yeah. I don't think we've ever had one no.
We're 2-0 on the girls' side too. So
everybody is. It's an instant yes. I mean, audio girl, yes. Well, hell yeah. There we go. So everybody is coming in yes. Although there's one thing. So you said you're not the fighter. I noticed we have 4 penalty minutes in 2 seasons from you. What's it going to take to get you to drop the mitts or maybe run somebody numbies? What can we do?
I mean, when I was in Aberdeen, I got in one fight my last year.
Ooh.
And it was mostly because I was on a 12-game goalless streak, and I was like, I need to do something to help the team.
Just threw down. Did you win?
What?
Was it successful? Did you win the fight or did it help?
I think it was a tie.
It was a tie? Okay. Did it help end the streak? Something. So a quick break in the action right now. We just got to get a word from our proud sponsor at Endorphin.
Yeah, Endorphin right here, people. It's the #1 protein on the market. Division I schools, NHL using it. It's very easy to use. All you got to do is swirl it, fill it, swirl it, shake it, and drink it. It's right in the bottle. All the proteins there. You just got to put water and milk in it, and you're good to go. You're going to get jacked like Bendy. But yeah, guys, go to Endorphin.com or Mike Bendorf. Yeah, you do want to get jacked like him, but go to Endorphin.com. Get the protein. It's for a good price. Use code ECH or Pucks and Deep, whatever. You're going to get 10% off through that. And you're all set to go. Endorphin.com, people. Get it.
And now back to Jonathan Bendorf.
So we just go right into last questions here?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to go with the #1 or where are you going? You pick.
I'm nervous for this.
And I'm nervous to say this first one, but I'm going to rip it. All right. So what's it?
Come on.
Okay, here we go.
Just fire from the hip.
So what's it like having the hottest dad in all of college hockey? From Laz.
I knew that was coming.
He's like, how have we not talked about my dad yet?
Your dad's one of our biggest fans.
Yeah,
he's, I don't know. It's good. I mean, it seems like a lot of people know him. So he's all over social media.
He is a popular guy. He follows us on Team ECH on Twitter. That's how I first came across Mike Bendorf.
Yeah.
And
we got fired up when he tweeted at us. I was like, oh
yeah, it led to the cover being made with you on it.
So. Butchergrass retweet,
yeah. I think Butchie liked that one.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
He was like, there's a Hobey candidate if I've ever seen one. And,
yeah, he's definitely on social media more than I am. 100%.
Is he on Insta? We got to follow him. Hold on.
I think he might have an Instagram, but I don't think he has anything. He might have a couple pictures.
Wait, is his name Bendy's dad?
No, it's not.
I think that's what it is.
I just typed in Mike Bendorf, and that was the third option. I was like, no.
So bad.
I like hockey and pizza.
All right, let's get to the next question. This kid does not want to talk about his dad.
Yeah, What's the bio?
I like hockey and pizza. I mean, that is money. That's right to the point. These are my 1-2.
God, I love our Atlantic podcast.
So shout out Mike Bendorf. But question #2 from Laz. You're doing great to start here. But he said, back in the day, you couldn't find the back of the net to save your life freshman year. But this past season, it seemed like nobody could stop you. What changed for you once he left?
Probably just Laz not being at the school anymore.
Less of a distraction, huh?
Yeah, those Cavs.
No, not there to bust my balls. I can actually focus in the locker room before games now.
Well, yeah, as naked asses and walking across the room.
That
got
would
a dumper.
Got a dumper, did you say? This pod, I'm gonna have to bleep so much after this.
Oh, jeez. Laz told us that your wardrobe consists of clothing from Modell's Sporting Goods. How would you rate your style?
I don't even know what Modell's Sporting Goods is.
Did I pronounce that right?
Rate my style. I don't know. I think it's kind of developed a little better since Laz has left, to be honest. Mm-hmm. But I give myself 6, 7.
6, 7. I mean,
not too good, not too bad.
The bow tie.
I don't really care what I wear out.
Okay. What about who's got like the best style in the team then? Would you say
best style
coming to the rink?
Oh, that's tough. Probably my roommate Georgi Fedulov. He wears like
that's a name,
top of the line, like everything.
Gucci.
Gucci to Mercyhurst.
Definitely has Gucci. That's for sure.
Yep.
Would he rock the bow tie that you did?
No.
Or no?
You need balls to do that.
I don't think you would.
No, there you go.
Maybe he'll listen to this podcast and surprise me next year.
I'm thinking about, so now I'm just back into Mercyhurst, Atlantic hockey. Talk to me about the bus trips that you guys got with the boys, because there's a lot of schools just right. I mean, you guys bus everywhere, damn near. Like, what are those bus rides like?
I mean, freshman year when we had to go to AIC and Bentley, those are a bitch. It's way too far, too many people. Because we brought everyone, like freshman year.
All the fans, even everybody gets a ride.
Well, our whole roster we brought.
Hell yeah!
So, as a freshman, you have to double up, and it's tough. It's so uncomfortable, so annoying. But this past year, they were a lot better. Especially, we didn't have to go as far.
True.
It was just we had a sweep on the road earlier this year, and bus ride back made all the freshmen sing karaoke. Even all everyone was jumping in singing karaoke. We had our boombox going. Like it was a good time. So like the bus rides are a blast all the time.
Are the coaches on the bus?
Yeah.
Oh man. So you're risking playing time out there.
We had our 2 assistant coaches and our athletic trainer jump in and
they're getting in the mix.
The song.
Oh God.
I mean, yeah, everybody's got it. What about you? What are you singing in karaoke for the boys, or like what would you have if you didn't? What's the go-to?
Probably something alternative rock like Blink-182 or Green Day.
Oh shit. Okay.
Just getting dirty with it.
Either way works. Yeah. What would Laz do? I know he's probably getting up there, and even when nobody wants to, he'd be coming back from getting swept. And
Laz would go
karaoke, fellas.
Karaoke.
What are we doing here? What is Laz pumping through the speakers?
Ooh, just a Little Dicky freestyle from the Sway
Sway in the morning
or whatever that was his show.
Yeah,
you listen to it before every game on loop.
I did notice he tweets about the show Dave like a lot.
Too much.
I thought he like knew Lil Dicky or something. I was like, no, he's a huge fan.
You would think he's best friends.
You would think.
This has turned into way too much last pot. All right, we got to reel it back in here. Reel it back. So those are you passed his questions though.
Yeah, you did. You made it through Laz's round.
That's got to feel good.
For everyone that doesn't know, that's listening to the podcast, Jonny Lazarus, member of Team ECH here. But yeah,
former wagon at Mercyhurst, so that's why there's
/UMass. Don't forget
/UMass.
Too, I guess.
He built that up, obviously. Yep. Let's see. We got to get back to.
Shout out to Dan too. He does a lot of work for us. Love you, Dan.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know. I didn't see that coming, but yes, he does. Shout out to Dan, and he listens to every pod too.
Yeah.
So
solo shout out to Dan.
What about? Okay, I did have this question in there because we're big Atlantic guys, and we can't talk about it enough, but. I mean, for all the haters out there, tell us why the Atlantic should get 2 tourney bids, no questions asked.
Deep questions.
Yeah. I think it's probably I'd say it's one of the toughest divisions to win or conferences to win in college hockey. I mean,
Facts.
any team can win it on any given year. Like it's up
we
for
saw
grabs.
Niagara last year.
I mean, Army was in it this year. They almost made the tourney. Like,
okay, Army was a wagon this year, but Niagara had like 3 wins and they almost win it.
Yeah,
so like,
I mean,
it's true.
So,
anybody could win.
It's just whoever's hot at the right time is gonna move on, especially with every team making the playoffs.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying the mullet has to happen. Like you can't leave anything back home. You got to bring your fastball here.
Yep,
and just show up.
Slick it back.
Might have to.
Maybe block a couple more shots. I don't know.
Bring the mullet back this year.
Yep.
We actually
and Muzzy.
A couple guys on our team got mullets. I was one of them. middle, when we were bored during Christmas break. Like when we were there and nobody else was there from school, we were just like, oh, let's just shave the sides of our heads. And like 6 of us did it.
What team did you show up to with mullets then? Just everyone's like, what the fuck's going on?
Fresh cuts.
I think it was it Canisius? Or
I'm looking at the schedule.
Before we played Air Force.
Canisius, you played January 2nd. The first one.
Yeah, it was either before Canisius or before Air Force.
Okay.
I want to say before Air Force, though.
They got to be pissed.
Hopefully it was after Canisius because you guys didn't win that series. But
yeah,
then you went on a run. I'm going to say it was after. I'm going to say it was definitely after.
That.
Yeah.
Everyone on Air Force has got shaved heads, and these guys pull up with just dirty mullets.
They're like, oh, fuck, we're in for something here. Bendy's going to hang 6 on us. Just no doubt. What about, what's it like growing up with the last name Bendorf and just being nasty at hockey? Like, was it ever annoying? Like people chirping you? Or like if you just ran with it?
Surprisingly not. I mean, when I got the nickname Bendy when I was like 6, like played my first year of mites, I got that nickname.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And like, every once in a while people would be like, why are you are you Bender? Like why is your nickname Bendy or whatever? And I'm like, oh, my last name's Bendorf. And they're like, oh, okay, that makes sense or whatever. So I've never gotten too much. I've never gotten chirped too much for my last name, but occasionally it comes around.
Okay, that's fair. What about what's the worst chirp that you have heard? It doesn't even have to be about your last name, but I know the Atlantic gets chippy there.
Yeah.
What are some of the older guys who probably played in the NAHL with you saying?
Oh, I got called fat once this year. That was.
Oh shit! What team was it from? We don't even have to say what guy.
We'll probably know.
It was Canisius.
It was Canisius. God, that series just changed everybody. The mullets came out. We're fired. Okay, fuck Canisius. Who's calling people fat on the ice? Jesus. We were are they the Griffins?
Doesn't matter.
We're an anti-Griffin pod now.
The Golden Griffins.
The Golden Griffins, yeah. Lakers is cleaner.
Yep.
They're just mad.
Way better.
Yeah. Okay. All right. F the haters. What about like for all of our young listeners out there, as it's to everybody, what would you say to them to, what advice, what mindset that should they have to make it to college hockeyers have the kind of success that you've had?
I would say just always, I'm sure everyone says it, but keep working hard. You never know who's watching. One day you could be bottom of the barrel, the next day you're top of the crop. Like it's literally just keep working. You never know what's going to happen. I played for 5 junior teams when I was playing juniors, and everything worked out for me. It's everybody has their own path, and if you're not the top guy, you're not playing the USHL, it doesn't mean you're not going to make it or you're not going to do the things you want. So just keep working hard, and things will pan out if you just stay the course.
Hell yeah.
I almost teared up a little bit there.
That was money. 5 juniors teams.
Yeah, you're a suitcase in juniors, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
What is it like being traded in juniors? Like, is that feeling just weird? Just coming out of it?
It's awful.
It's awful. Like, oh, they didn't want me.
Well, like so when I was playing, I played for Philadelphia Rebels.
Yep.
And like I didn't really have fun there. But it was close to home, so like it was nice. And they ended up trading me to Aberdeen, and I was like, I knew nothing about the team or anything, and I was like, you're kidding me, right? Like I have to go live in South Dakota now after I'm living 40 minutes from my house. Like
that is rough.
Yeah, that's tough.
And I got out there, and it ended up being like a blessing in disguise. Like you never know what's going to happen. You never know what you're going to find. And my time at Aberdeen was I couldn't have asked for a better time.
Yeah, and then you guys make that playoff run, win the Robertson Cup. You're like, South Dakota, fucking Wales. Get a house out here. I've never even been to South Dakota. We got to go see a Wings game.
That won't be happening.
If Mike Bendorf comes with me, I'll go.
Wings fans are nuts.
Oh, yeah?
They wild out there? Yeah. Well, they do have a college hockey team coming to, was it Sioux Falls, I think, who's at Augustana University. So hopefully all those Aberdeen Wing fans. Quick question, courtesy of our audio girl, Sophie. How many... Do you want to ask it? You ask it.
Yeah, how many chicks followed you? How many chicks followed you on Instagram after you were a nominee for the Hobey Baker?
Oh. Upwards of 100. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, no way. Mercyhurst just bumped
113 on the nose.
He's like, oh, actually, you were one of them.
Maybe like 12.
12?
12?
Maybe like 12.
Okay.
That's something, though.
That's
yeah.
All right.
Good for you. All right. So
a couple more block shots next year, and it turns up maybe we're looking at 18, 19.
Maybe.
We're doubling that easily. You push with the 6 points against the Ghosts. We're looking real good.
Yeah, we are.
I think. For sure. What about...
Great question, by the way.
Yeah, that is money.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you got a question, just feel free to rock it.
Yeah. Not unless I get paid.
Chime in.
Okay.
True.
Okay.
No free ads. What else we got here, James? I'm looking through everything. I feel like I already asked my questions.
Best goal he's ever scored. Most memorable.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. What is your... So playing for... We had 11 goals last season, I think. 11 bingos. But maybe it was from another... your freshman year or with the Wings. Like, what's your most memorable goal that you've scored playing hockey?
Oh, probably... I was probably in the Robinson Cup.
Yeah.
Like, the semifinals. It was game 3 against Amarillo, like the deciding game. It was like the first goal of the game, and it was kind of got the juices flowing with the boys, and then we rode it to a win there and ended up going to the championship. That was probably my most memorable goal I've scored.
Let's go. I'm going to look that one up because, yeah, I'm seeing he had 9 goals in that playoff run, too. Jesus Christ. Not bad. How many girls followed you after you won the Robertson Cup? 12? Hopefully more.
I don't know if a lot of girls know what the Robinson Cup is.
Well, they're gonna now after listening to the pod.
They'll
look it up.
Follow me.
I got one last question for you. You're a coach and you're recruiting, top recruits, I guess. What are you saying, to them to get them to come to Mercyhurst? What would be your pitch?
Oh, my pitch?
Yeah.
Listen, it's a great place. It's a great place to play. The campus is beautiful. The coaches, great coaching staff. They don't bullshit you. Like what they tell you, what we tell you is going to happen is going to happen. If you work your tail off, you're going to play no matter what. The guys in the locker room are great. I couldn't ask for a better group of guys to play with. We have a blast on and off the ice, and it's just it's no NODAC, it's no BC, but it's special. The place is special, and I've had a blast ever since I've been there, and it's just a great place to play.
Let's go.
I'm sold.
Yeah, I mean, we're already pretty sold because we have Laz in our ear about Mercyhurst all season. But yeah, we're fired up just to have you on. So I mean, just thank you for your time. I mean, shit, it's like 9:30 right now.
We're just getting it's gotta be late
deep
there. He's out east.
On a late one with you. Yeah, you're out east right now, right? Like,
yeah.
Dude, you're grinding. We appreciate you coming on.
Like, let me go to bed.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Welcome, reoccurring guest to Pucks in Deep, ECH athlete.
Yep.
Official.
Send me your address. I'll send you a shirt.
And send us Laz's old jersey that he hasn't gotten back yet.
Do not give
and
that
we'll just hang it up here.
Yeah. I'm texting Laz right after this, and he's not getting his jersey back. I'll send it to you guys.
Perfect. Boys. And that's what we wanted to hear.
Let's go. All right. Yeah. Also, tell Mike I say hi. That's all. That's all I got.
I will.
And you're also currently tied for the team's lead in scoring this playoffs. What's been working for you?
Honestly, it's just my line mates. We've just been, clicking on all cylinders.
He works his way in, backdoor pass, shot, goal! Power play goal by Jonathan Bendorf. Bendorf has Rocco with him. Over to Rocco back over to Bendorf. He shoots and scores! 2-0 Wings at the 5:01 mark.
How does it feel to be a Robertson Cup champion?
I'm sure everyone says it all the time, but there is no words. Like, I don't think it's actually fully sunk in yet, but it's unbelievable to be able to do it with all my brothers out there. It's unbelievable.
He can finally toss for a change with the danger knocked on. Bendorf chance, he scores! I feel like they're gonna bleed. And what an answer, what a start. It's the same line. Sheriff dumping it off. Shot goal! That's Bendorf from Sheriff, and it's 2-0 Lakers on that break. My face is numb. Fucked up and spun out in my room.